This is part 8 in a series of videos that I'm doing to help document this 67 Fairlane that we're rebuilding. Just wanted to give everybody an update since I've got it finally on the rubber, on the ground, right side up. Start off with showing you the hood parts that I just got back from the polisher. I had a guy up in Gainesville, Texas that did the polishing and a little bit of chrome, and I've got some aluminum parts that I got up in Minnesota. This is the look I was after. I'm not necessarily in love with this. I may change this up, but that gray on those vents is to carry with that color of the stripe down the side, as well as a lot of engine parts, engine bay parts, that gray. And that dark gray is also going to be the color of the interior. But anyway, I'm going to go and put it on here, and if I don't like it, I think I can change it out. I thought it'd be something a little bit different. The polishing could have been a little bit better. I'm thinking my guys did a good polishing job, but I've got to figure out a way to get those marks between the 4.2 and the 7 off there somehow. Anyway, here's the fenders. They're ready to be bolted on. We've bolted them on a couple times. The stripe turned out good, and one of the things I was worried about is this stripe lining up with the stripe on the car, and I think it does. Here's the other parts I got back from the polisher, all the stainless trim. The guys, they seem like they did a pretty good job. This is awfully expensive. I've got a little buffing machine. I think if I had to do this over again for as much money as this cost to get buffed out, I think I would at least tempted to do it myself. It wasn't bent up. We were lucky there, and really they were in pretty good shape. They just, had some age on them and need to be buffed out. But hindsight 2020, instead of spending that much money as I did, I think I could have at least made an attempt to try it myself. The air conditioning unit, I've probably had this in and out about 7 or 8 times. Hopefully within the next few days I'll put it back in for the last time. Dynomat, got everything Dynomat except the interior roof of the car, and so I think I have just enough. It took a lot more Dynamite than what they advertised. I had to go back and buy another package after buying the large package they had. Anyway, as far as the car itself goes, as I said in the earlier video, I'm putting in that ISIS power system electrical, which is kind of tricky, but I think it's going to work out pretty good. Here's what I've got in the trunk. This looks like a spider web back here, but hopefully it looks neat enough. I don't know another way to do it any different. You can go to isis.com and kind of get an explanation how that goes, but everything is going to go through a cutoff, so that final cutoff, that off and on switch for the battery, I can disconnect everything there. I've got everything. This power cell back here controls everything in the back of the end of the car, from the fuel pump onto all the lights, trunk light, anything that's back here. Those are the tail light lens that I got back from the chromer. The same guy that did the polishing, and so I've got all this wired. And it's ready to be hopefully buttoned up. As far as the interior goes, that's that polished piece of aluminum strip there. That gets that carbon fiber going to be in the middle. I've got my instrument panel finished. I know you probably can't see this because how dark it is, but if you look up under there, you can see where my other power cell is. Since I'm trying to keep everything out from under the hood, it's getting awfully crowded under the dash. But anyway, these are not the finished seats. In an earlier video, I picked these seats up for $50. They're just like the ones that I'm going to have recovered. But it's really worked out kind of good because I can use these to mock up different things, steering wheel length, angle, pedal, all the pedal angles. So to have this thing where I can take it in and out, these seats, it's really been good. The other ones I've got completely disassembled, and all the chrome pieces, which are aluminum, they're up there in Minnesota right now getting polished out. The back of this will be covered in leather just like the seats, same color as the seats. The interior, we even painted the interior doors to match the color we're getting on the inside. So I think that worked out pretty good. Got my speakers, front speakers put in. It's ready to go. This is all of my plumbing that I put up under here. It's, man, awfully close. I wish I'd have gone with that through wall. Could have been a couple inches taller. It looks like the tire may hit, but I've turned them all the way to the left and jumped up and down. I don't think that's an issue. But anyway, it's all hid from the engine bay. Come see on the condenser right here. We've got a few more things that we need to button down up here. I've still got to cut those braided stainless lines for the compressor. I'm going to have a heck of a time on my radiator top, especially my top radiator hose, to bypass that the AC compressor. Everything in here is buttoned up except for the clutch side. Obviously you can see the front back brake. The proportion valve is underneath the car, which is pretty easy to get to. And then the one to the far right obviously is the clutch. And I think I'm going to just go in a 90-degree fitting coming out of that, and then a flex line down to the through the bell housing. As far as my wiring coming off that front ISIS system, it's going to be right. It's coming through right there, coming through at the front. I've got a couple items up here. For example, the horn and the fan. It's going to have a relay. And since I'm getting so crowded underneath the dash, I may consider figuring out a way to get those two relays and mount them up front here if I can get one that I don't feel I'm going to have an issue with the water or getting it wet. Speaking of getting it wet, I don't know if you can see this or not, but these are all weather guard fittings. I'm doing weather guard fittings everywhere, even under the dash. I mean, I know it's carried away. I don't think I'm going to get any water up there, but it just keeps the same kind of fittings throughout. And things like the water pump in the back, the fuel pump in the back, I've got a water guard fitting on that. That way, if I need to disassemble anything or change something out or pull something off, I don't have to get into other areas of the car. All I have to do is unplug them. The fan will be the same way. Front speaker up here. The other wires, the other speakers on the other side will come through to this one, and then I'll get to the back of the car where the amp's going to be from this side over here. One of the issues that I had here is this is the main master cell that all the switches are going to come off of. I'm out of room up underneath the dash. I mean, I'm not saying I can't pack it in there, but I want to. If I ever have to troubleshoot, I don't want to have to worry about it being too cluttered up there. So what I'm going to do next, main reason the seats are in here, is I'm going to go ahead and build my center console and then put this master cell on the floor of that. I've got to connect this power cell here. Has to have a pretty good wire bundle that goes to the master cell, and then it goes from the master cell, and I'm going to run it straight back here, back to the back of the car where the other power cell is. But anyway, that's where we are. I like the stance. We raised it up a little bit. Last time we had it up on a hoist, pulled it up about another inch and a half. Just to show you this is 3/4 PVC board, which is kind of pricey, but this is what I'm making I'm going to make my center console out of. Also, that big sheet over there, once I get my tank in here, it's going to I'm going to have it where I can set it right in this opening right here, where I can maybe put some polished stainless button heads on there that I can access to it, but still keep that nice and straight. Anyway, that's where we are so far. Anybody have any suggestions or comments? I'm all opening for any ideas. Like I said, this is the very first complete rebuild I've ever done, and so it's been kind of a big learning experience. There's a lot of things that may not be exactly perfect on this car, but man, I guess the least they can say is 90% of it we've done here in this shop. Anyway, any comments, let me know. Any suggestions, let me know. I'm wide open. Like I said, this is my first project, so I know there's a lot of things I'm not doing exactly right. So if you've got any suggestions for me, let me know. Thank you.